morning, friends. It is a nice chilly day here. Some of the cold weather is finally sinking in. No snow though, really, which is bizarre. It's February 2nd, I think, now. And I feel really bad, guilty. Actually, I'm gonna pause and take that back. I don't feel guilty. I have not been motivated to work on the vlog. I feel like overall there hasn't been that much going on. It's the middle of winter and horses are just getting lunged and ridden to like stay in the groove. And it's kind of boring. And I know that you guys think my life is interesting, but I feel like it's boring and I've struggled to be motivated to do the vlog. I've also just been kind of busy with more like manager type duties, and I feel like I haven't done anything super fun with you guys lately, so I apologize that things have been maybe a little bit bland on the vlog. You know, Vlogmas was really fun and like a lot of hype, and then January came crashing in, and honestly, between being like in my seasonal depression and dealing with like real life stuff, horses are still like my happy place and my outlet, but I have not been as motivated and inspired about the vlog. So anyways, just being honest that that's where I'm at. You know, I always work really hard to be like honest and straightforward, and winter's a weird time for everyone. No one's competing. You're counting down the weeks until the season starts. I think we're, you know, like, we're like 8 to 10 weeks out from when we could like go to a dressage schooling show or go cross-country schooling. And I think 13 weeks from the first event of the season. So yeah, it's kind of just a brutal time for us New England people that didn't get the privilege to go south for the winter. And I've also been coming to terms with the fact that horses are expensive, and that sucks. And trying to do a budget for horse-related things as a relatively low-income human, wow, that's, you know, this is, as they say, a rich man's sport. So yeah, I've just been dealing with a lot of like real life stuff and keeping the barn going through the winter, keeping horses in work. So yeah. Anyways, that was kind of like a personal tangent. Today I'm gonna get Richie groomed and tacked. He has a training ride with our dressage trainer. And then I'm hoping to do some long lining with Z today. You know, I think as much as I want to do a lot of riding right now, I think the long lining lunge work is building really good muscle for him, and it's helping him understand the contact without me giving any misconstrued aids. So I'm gonna do that today. And then Richie and Z both have Magna Wave today, so that's also on the sketch. So yeah, that's kind of what I got going on today, and I'm gonna kind of jump right into getting Richie ready because that's coming up soon and I've already just been blabbering on. Before I start grooming Richie, I'm gonna bring the pony wonies in to get their breakfast, and then we'll jump right into getting Richie ready for his dressage work. I want to make a quick note that if you guys feed Triple Crown, you should make sure that you go on their website and check out their frequent buyer program. If you cut these lovely proof of purchases and mail them in, they'll send you like Visa prepaid gift cards, which is nice. I've been getting the stress-free for Z. He seems to really like the forage, and by clipping these coupons, I eventually can get another bag for free. So just a fun fact if you feed any Triple Crown products to make sure you collect those proof of purchase. I know couponing is very old school, but it's worth it because I think every like 15 bags I'll get a bag for free. So pretty good deal when I would say Z's going through like 4 bags of stress-free a month. So when we're talking about money, you can get a couple free bags a year. So fun fact. Unfortunately, my camera memory card is being weird, so I'll have to do a little bit of filming on my phone today. And we'll do a little bit of voiceover if I need to, since the microphone's not as great on my phone. Gypsy's screaming. Speaking of, do you guys like the voiceover vlog? Should I do more of those in the future when it is busy and I can't really talk and film? I wonder if I should do some more voiceover vlogs, just something to consider. You guys should make sure to comment below and let me know if you do like those. What are you doing? What was that noise? Hey guys, I will be completely honest, I'm not quite sure where I was on the vlog. I've been a little discouraged by dealing with camera gear stuff. I'm not super tech savvy, and my husband would say that I need to be prepared. But I don't always carry backup memory cards and batteries, so I was having some issues the other day and I don't really know where we left off. But I'm gonna kind of jump right in today and catch you guys up. We are having another high of 45-degree February day. So bizarre. I feel so grateful that we're having a mild winter. I'm concerned about the environment, but I will take it. So I have to get Richie ready for our long lining lesson this morning. We're on a completely different day. And then I have drum school with Z tonight. I need to long line Rexy, and I have some stuff to do today. So we will kind of jump right in. You know, I said that it's been relatively warm, but we did have a cold snap a few days ago, and it was down into the negative digits, so I had to bundle everybody up and tuck everybody inside, but thankfully we did okay and are so loud this morning. Thankfully we did okay and the pipes didn't freeze or anything, but it's nice and warm again and the sun is out and it's not windy, so it feels good to have some fresh, warm sun. My pal Richard is taking a hardcore nap. Come on. He's also been doing this thing where he doesn't want to walk into the wash stall. So when I have young horses that start acting like they don't want to walk into a specific space, I usually just switch to backing up to keep it non-confrontational. We can just back into the space instead until you're over whatever's going on in your head. He had shavings everywhere. He was taking a hardcore snooze. Okay, I'm gonna go meet with my long lining coach, and I'll check back in with you guys after. We had a productive long lining session today. I don't know that we did any fancy footwork by any means, but we've really been addressing Richie's behavior and attitude about work. And so sassy. So we did a lot of, go ahead Rex, you're gonna do it, bang away. So we did a lot of in-hand walk, suppling, groundwork, just to kind of work on getting his focus and moving his feet when he does come out with like a sour attitude about getting to work. So it was productive. And I like being coached through that stuff. I'm still relatively new at handling horses that don't necessarily have good work ethic sometimes. I've worked with young horses, but mostly like quarter horses, and just young horses with good heads on their shoulders. And Richie's super smart, but he does come out a little bit like meh about work sometimes. So it's good to have some coaching through that. I'm gonna feed lunch now. He has been so mouthy lately. He wants to put everything in his mouth. He's just going through this rough phase with that. That is like one of my biggest pet peeves is mouthiness. Ugh, I hate it. Gypsy is a little woolly mountain goat right now. Literally. Look at this beard, Gypsy. You're looking reckless. Anyways, today I wanted to quickly tidy up her mane and tail so she looks a little less homeless. We gave her the winter off and just to see how she feels about coming out and maybe working next spring. She is 25 now, so she's semi-retired, and so we just felt it was nice to give her the winter off and let her chill. She doesn't have any shoes on, she's woolly, and she's just hanging out. You know, she has put in a lot of good years with us, and she doesn't owe anybody anything, so she's just been enjoying the semi-retired life. You're just a little fat monkey. A little fat woolly billy goat. She's the bestest lady. She's the best pony lady. I feel like I came out today very motivated. So I'm very chatty and talking a lot, but I had a nice day off yesterday and got a good night's sleep, so I'm feeling like I'm starting the week fresh and on a good note, which is always super nice. Okay, I don't really know if this is a good angle or not, but her mane is super long. It's always been really thick. That's the Irish in her. I actually believe her dad was more of like a gypsy vanner kind of cob horse, and she got a thick mane to go with it. So I'm doing a rough brush through it with the brush. And then once I've gotten the big knots out, then I run through it with the comb. Despite the lack of extra grooming, she has such a nice, shiny, healthy coat, just from good food. You're literally the cutest. She is just such a little cutie patootie. Her face never gets old to me. Boop. So I think that this is gonna be the best angle you guys are gonna get, but because her mane is so thick and she also hates it being pulled, I'm trimming it. And because it is so long, I'm grabbing the ends, using the comb to brush the hair up, and literally trying to chop it at about halfway off. And I will go up the entire mane like that, making sure to cut it at an angle. The hardest part is switching back and forth. Thankfully, she's pretty safe to do this quickly. She's a good girl. Her mane has always been a real struggle to maintain because it's so thick that pulling it to make it the thinness that you'd actually want to braid makes it too short typically. She really hates you touching her mane on her withers area. She's just always been really funny about that. I don't know why. I'm not even pulling it, I'm just brushing it. She doesn't like that. I feel like I have to give her spa days pretty often because she grows such healthy hair. Again, like the shining example of being healthy at 25. I mean, she has great top line, great coat, great weight. She is just what I would hope every horse would be like at this age. And then you guys might see me do this. I just go straight at the bottoms. That kind of gives it this like more natural look. I don't know who taught me that. I don't even know if that's accurate. I've been talking for like a million minutes now. This is kind of where I'm shortening it to, like halfway, which is like a little more than a hand. Looks good. This is like a funky part because that's where her blanket falls. This is probably gonna take me at least 30 minutes, so I'm gonna skip to the finished product. Have you had enough? So it could probably use some touching up, but it's good for now. She's definitely had enough for today. I also really have to get to work now, so I'm pretty much gonna wrap up this vlog here. She is still such a sassy little dragon booger. She's my girl though. She's my girl. Anyways, I've been back motivated in a better headspace as we've been enjoying some sunny days, and I'm feeling back in the groove, so make sure you look for another vlog this week. If you like my channel, please make sure you like my videos, comment. I love chatting with people. Subscribe, share my videos. It helps me out so much. Really appreciate it. I hate saying it, but it does make a big difference for me as a vlogger. Anyway, stay tuned for another video this week now that I'm back in the groove, and I found some nice ways to get in a good headspace. And thank you guys for patiently waiting out my winter blues. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.